Hey everybody, it's Sasha. I know it has been a very long time since you guys have heard from me, and I'm so sorry for that. But school has been really kicking my butt, and then, my family and issues and studying and stuff like that. So I'm here now to let you guys know about what's going on with me. Now, I believe in my last video, I stressed to you guys how important it was to change your lifestyle as far as having any type of bariatric surgery. And if you did not I'm sorry, if you did not change your lifestyle, then it would be pointless to even go through this. I also expressed my concerns about my sleeve and it working for me. Um, and I really don't think my sleeve worked for me like I wanted it to. Not that it was anything the doctors have done. It was the fact that in my previous videos, I told you that I cut corners and didn't do exactly what the doctors told me to do because it was just certain things I was not going to do, period, point blank. For instance, I said I didn't like yogurt. I wasn't going to eat it. I don't like pureed food. I wasn't going to do that, this, that, and the third. Um, and because of these things, of me cutting corners, trying to do what I wanted to do, um, my sleeve did not work for me. As I said, and I still stress 100%, this is a complete lifestyle change. If you're not going to change your lifestyle, your eating habits, then it's no point because it's just a waste of money. It's a waste of, going through what you got to go through to get to the point that you're trying to be at. It's a waste of time getting cut up, all this other kind of stuff. It's a waste. So what I have decided to do was a revision. Um, the revision for me would be a gastric bypass on top of the sleeve that I already have. Understand that I think the most weight I have lost with my sleeve is about 65 to 70 pounds. Once my weight began to stand still, I left it alone. I didn't even bother to weigh myself anymore. Um, I can't even remember. I believe I was like 335 or something at the very beginning. I think something like that. I don't quite remember. But it's going on 2 years and I still have not lost the weight that I wanted to lose. I'm still diabetic. My sugar is a little more under control, but I am still a diabetic, which is something that I do not want to be. Um, my blood pressure is stable. So my blood pressure, of course, if you don't eat right or what have you, your blood pressure will, spike or, take a dive or whatever. Mine is normal as long as I'm taking my blood pressure pills. I have decided this revision because I think, and my surgeon thinks that this will probably be better for me. There was a offer of me having my sleeve re-sleeved, but I think the thing with a sleeve is that you can still eat what you want to eat after you've supposedly done everything that the doctor told you to do. You can still eat whatever you want to eat while you have your sleeve. Yes, I'm still very, very restricted in how much food I eat. However, I can still eat what I want, and I think personally that's the downside of the sleeve because you can still eat whatever you want. Yeah, you're restricted, but you can still eat whatever you want. And you have to have a lot of willpower when you have the sleep, because come Thanksgiving or like Easter coming up now, all of these things, people, a lot of times people don't eat because they're hungry. They eat because it tastes good, or they go back and get more because it tastes good. You're not hungry. You can't be hungry. Especially when you have the sleeve, you can't be. You just want it. And you have to be able to decipher whether you want it or whether you're really hungry. And it used to piss me off a lot because my doctor would always tell me, well, you need to make sure that, you're not hungry, that all you have to do is just go drink some water or something like that. But even when I did go drink the water, it didn't work. And I still don't think, in retrospect, I still don't think that I was hungry. I think that it's because I wanted to bite something or because I wanted to taste something. And because I was doing that, it caused me not to be productive in the weight loss that I wanted to lose. They told me that my weight should be like around 150 pounds. Realistically, that's not for me. I've been a big girl all my life. I don't want to look like a crackhead. I don't want to look like I have AIDS or anything like that. So 150 pounds, I don't think is realistic for me. However, the 271 pounds that I am right now is not an option for me. I'm still in the size 18-20. I think that's because I'm tall. I'm 5'9", so I'm tall, and I think that's why I can still wear 18-20. I haven't lost any more weight. You know, my weight fluctuates. I like when I went into the surgeon's office before my preoperative stuff. He told me I had to get on the scale. I had to get weight. So as of Wednesday last week, I was 281 pounds. I gained 10 pounds. When I went to the doctor yesterday, to the surgeon to be weighed, I weigh 271 pounds. Because it's an advantage for me. Well, for those of you who have already had surgery and those who are about to have surgery, bariatric surgery it has its advantages, because if you know that you're off track, the stomach is a muscle and it can get back to where it should be. But when you know that you're off track, all you have to do is go to the gym and exercise, which is what I did. And I dropped 10 pounds just like that. So, you know, you have to stay exercising. You have to make exercising a habit, because if you don't, then the weight that you want to lose is not going to happen. Granted, you can lose the weight, but you're going to have a lot of skin. And is that what you really want? You already going to have skin regardless, but do you really just want gobs of skin for those that may be larger, just hanging and hanging and hanging? You have to exercise. You have to make it a habit. If you can go to the exercise every day for 30 days, it will become a habit. Trust me. Because it's like, oh my God, if you don't go to the gym, you're going to feel like your day is not complete until you go to the gym. If it's for no more than a half an hour, you're going to really feel like you need to go to the gym. So, with that being said, my surgery date is April 9th of this year, 2013. I will be getting the gastric bypass surgery. I have to go in, and my surgery will be at St. Agnes Hospital, of course. I live in Baltimore, so my surgery will be at St. Agnes Hospital. Dr. David Von Bruggen is my surgeon. I trust this man 100%. I love him dearly. Even though he pissed me off a couple times, though, because he told me when I asked him about the revision or whatever, he said, well, I think the only reason why you didn't get the gastric bypass in the first place was because you wanted to eat whatever you wanted to eat. And that wasn't the case at all. The reason I didn't get the gastric bypass in the first place was because I heard a lot of bad things about the gastric bypass. I know a lot of people who did not do well on the gastric bypass, not as far as regaining weight. I don't know personally of anybody who has regained weight, but I do know of quite a few people, at least 6 to 7 people who were horribly sick when they had this gastric bypass. I have a very close friend of mine who, when I got my sleeve done in June of 2011. I got my sleeve done June 7, 2011. She had her bypass done August the 24th of 2011. She was 411 pounds. Right now, she is a size 14. I don't know her weight, but she has lost quite a bit of weight. Right now, she's a size 14, and the huzzy look good. I hate her. I'm jealous. Very envious. Not hate her in a bad way, but hate the fact that we had surgery at the same time and she lost the weight and I didn't. Now, mind you, she does not exercise. I exercise all the time. My weight I think is becoming muscle. I'm losing inches, which they say is better to lose inches than it is to lose weight. But I need to see my weight loss for me. Just my personal thing. I need to see my weight loss. I don't want to just see it in inches. I want to see my arms are not flabby. I want to see that my thighs are in check. You know what I mean? Those kinds of things. She looks good. However, the whole time she was extremely sick. She still is sick. She says she eats very, very little. She says she still gets very sick. I remember, for anybody who lives in Baltimore, we had an earthquake, I think right around 2011. It was a small one, but it was an earthquake all the same. And during that time, I believe that was in September, or October of 2011, she was in the hospital, back in the hospital after she had her sleeve. I'm sorry, after she had her bypass, because she couldn't hold anything down. She kept throwing up. She couldn't eat anything she ate. Even if she drank water, she kept throwing up. Come to find out, the doctors had to go back in through her nose, and they had to open her pouch some more. Um, then I believe a second time they had to go back. After this time, they had to go back and they had to do it again. And I think because her insurance won't pay for it anymore or something. However, she told me, I'm not sure what I'm saying is accurate, but some kind of way she wasn't able to go back to the doctor after that. So she does not hold a lot of food because she throws up a lot. Certain things she cannot eat. Certain things that if she does eat, she gets sick. And I'm not talking about junk and sweets and stuff like that. I'm talking about stuff like chicken. Chicken is a very high source of protein. They want you to eat a lot of chicken, seafood, preferably shrimp, stuff like that, because they're a real high source of protein. However, she can't eat shrimp. She can't eat fish. She can eat just a little bit of crab meat at a time. And that's about it. She cannot eat chicken ever again. Every time she eats chicken, she gets sick. She says her stomach tolerates steak better than it tolerates chicken, which is a concern for me because it's like, okay, so what do I do? But when you think about it, it's just like in pregnancy. Every pregnancy is different. She can eat a lot of sweets. She said she can eat sweets all day long. She can eat potato chips and stuff like that all day long. It doesn't bother her. But then my question becomes, why would you want to? If the purpose for you losing weight and having this, if the purpose for you having this surgery was to lose weight, why wouldn't you change your eating habits? I don't speak failure over her life. However, if you don't change your eating habits, then the surgery that you had is not going to mean anything. It doesn't make sense to keep adding calories and calories and calories and not doing what the doctors say. Doctors tell you when you have bypass surgery, you have to take vitamins every day, twice a day for the rest of your life. Vitamins, iron, what's the other thing? Calcium. You got to take these things every day for the rest of your life. It helps to keep your hair falling out. It helps to keep from you getting sick and all of these things. So I doubt that she's doing everything that she's supposed to be doing because she's getting sick. But if she is doing everything that she's doing because she's still getting sick, that does concern me. So I've heard a lot of people have issues with blood clots. I've heard a lot of people go through a lot of different things, but I'm going to have the surgery because I think that maybe this is just the best thing for me. If I don't want to be a diabetic, if I don't want to have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, sleep apnea, all these physical things wrong with me, then I need to do this for me. It's certainly not about vanity because I think I'm already nice looking. My husband love it, so that's all that matters. My husband's doing fine, by the way. I don't think he's going to have a revision, but if he does, because he has intestinal problems, it won't be a bypass. It would be a sleeve on top of his sleeve. Because he already has intestinal issues when he was a child. So I don't think, I don't think that the bypass would be the best thing for him. He agrees, and so does the surgeon. So I think that's more so what he's going to go towards is probably having his sleeve re-sleeve. So again, this is certainly not about vanity. This is just about me being healthy, being around so that I can see my children grow up. I'm 43 years old, and I know I don't look it, and I'm happy about that. But I'm 43 years old. I am a wife, a mother, and I am a college student. I'm a full-time college student. I'm a nursing major, but my goal is to be a midwife. So that is what I'm pushing forward for. I want to be able to help people as far as their bariatric journey. So I'm thinking maybe because of the fact that I've had bariatric surgery twice even, maybe I'll go into bariatric nursing for a little while. Just because I want to stress to people how bariatric surgery can help you, but how if you don't do the right thing that your surgeon or your surgical team tells you to do, if you don't do what they tell you to do, cutting corners and all of those things, it's not worth going through what you're going through, because contrary to what people think, you can gain this weight back. When I had my sleeve done almost 2 years ago, it was relatively new. They didn't know a whole lot of information about it. And just because it worked for my girlfriend, I think previously in my videos that I posted, my girlfriend had the exact same surgery. And even though she had the exact same surgery, she lost 90 pounds. She lost, what, 100 pounds in 90 days. Didn't work like that for me. But I believe she's doing well now, but during that time period, my surgeons were saying that she was very malnourished. This same young lady who had the same sleeve, she had the exact same surgeon that I had, that I have now, and it was because of her was the reason why my husband and I decided to have this surgery, because we both didn't want to do the bypass. But she told us about another type of bariatric surgery, which was the gastric sleeve. And because of her is the reason why we went on ahead and had the surgery done. But like I said, everybody is different. And if you cut corners and if you don't change your eating habits and your lifestyle, then it's not going to work. Yeah, you probably will never ever be the size that you were before, but you can gain weight back. My surgeon told me that I will never ever be as big as I was, but I can regain weight, which was proven when I got on the scale last week and found out that I was 281 pounds. So you can absolutely gain weight. But when I went to the doctor yesterday, I lost that 10 pounds real quick because I can't gain any more weight before I have surgery, which is hard. My husband and I just came back from the Poconos about a week and a half ago. And when we came back from the Poconos, I was scared to death because I thought I gained weight, but I didn't. I've been going back and forth to the gym. I go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday. I work out for anywhere between an hour to 2 hours. On Saturdays is my hardest workout because I go real early. I go butt crack early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. My husband and I, we go together. But during the week, I have classes. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are short days for me. So I go straight from school, which actually I'm not too long coming from the gym. And I was there for about an hour. And I'm just saying, I really, only thing I can just stress to you is that if you ever decide to have bariatric surgery, you have to do exactly as the doctor says. I know I keep saying it. I've been saying it in my previous videos, but I need to stress to you the purpose, again, as I said so many times, for me doing these blogs and these little videos and stuff like that is to inform people, because people tell you, oh yeah, I lost 100 pounds. Oh yeah, I lost this. Oh yeah, this was great, so and so and so. But people don't tell you the downside of it. People don't tell you that you can still fall into a depression. And I know this because I did it. I was so depressed because my weight was not progressing the way I was. I blamed myself for a long time because I'm telling you guys, what happened with me. And yes, I did lose some weight. I'm telling you guys that, you have to do this, and things were going well for me at one point in time. Then I went into a depression because my weight stalled. And I figured, I'm getting cut up. I'm doing this. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. Why am I not losing weight? I began to blame the surgeon, because they talked me into doing this and this, that, and the third. And I blamed everybody but me. And when I thought about it in retrospect, did I really do everything that the doctor told me to do? They give you a binder. Well, I know my surgeon does. They give you a binder. They take you for a bariatric class just before surgery. They give you, you go through a surgical class. Like, for instance, my first surgery was the gastric sleeve. So they give you a class on it. They tell you what to expect while you're in the hospital, what to expect before and after surgery, what you need to do, these type things. They tell you to follow these things to a T. If you do not follow these things to a T, then you won't lose weight. I didn't do that. And because I didn't do that, when I really buckled down and really thought about it, it wasn't nobody's fault but my own. And, this will be the last shot for me, and I will behave myself. I'm going to do like I'm supposed to do. I do not like pureed food, so I've decided to use baby food. Or I've decided to just, maybe make mashed potatoes or something really, really, really soft, really runny. Not runny, like gross, but I mean like just a little thinner than I would just eating regular mashed potatoes or what have you. I was a nursing assistant for a long time, a geriatric nursing assistant even, and I had to feed, geriatric patients pureed food, and I think that's what soured me on pureed food. That stuff stinks. I'm just gonna be real. It stinks. It's not appetizing. It does not look attractive. I am not going to eat that. So with that being said, I will be eating more, yogurt, like not with fruit in it or anything like that. I found a yogurt that I can eat, and that will be the Dannon Light and Fit. Some of it has fruit in it, some of it does not. But the definitely use the Light and Fit. The Light and Fit is pretty good. Definitely drinking my protein shakes. I like the Oh Yeah protein drinks. I like the chocolate ones. The strawberry ones for me seem a little too sweet. If you can get past the smell, you'll be fine. I also found that those Nectar protein shakes are excellent. I went to the vitamin shop and I got some little sample packets of Nectar. It dissolves very quickly in water. I don't like nothing gritty. If it's gritty, I'm not eating it. I'm not drinking it. I'll do without. I can't do the whey products because it's just gross. It tastes like dirt in my mouth, and I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to drink it. I'm not going to put it in my food. I'm not going to do none of that stuff. The Nectar has, I think, 26 grams of protein, but I like the Oh Yeah better because the Oh Yeah actually tastes like chocolate milk. It's lactose free. It does not have milk in it. It's 220 calories and it's 36 grams of protein. Highly recommended by my nutritionist. Her name is Sloan. I love her. They yell at me all the time, and they was like, "Well, are you going to be good this time?" Yeah, I'm going to behave and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. So again, if you guys never listen to anything that I say, if I can be a help to you with your bariatric surgery, just always remember to do exactly what the doctor tells you to do. If you follow your doctor's instruction, your nutrition team, if you follow the instructions, you will be just fine. You will get the goal that you want to get. You will be at the weight that you want to be at. And it won't seem like a waste of money to you. But you have to be realistic. You can't say, okay, well, just because I can eat a candy bar with the sleeve I'm talking about, just because I can eat a candy bar and it doesn't bother me, then I can go ahead and have this day. One candy bar has about 250 calories in it. You know what I mean? It's got sugar in it, a whole lot of sugar, maybe 18 to 25 grams of sugar in it. And how is that helping you? Okay, so yeah, you can say I can have one of these a day or one of these a week or whatever the case may be. But when you think about it, if you don't have it, then you won't have that extra 250 calories. Also, by the way, I found an app my niece told me about for those of you who may have Androids or iPhones or what have you. It's called MyFitnessPal. And if you go on MyFitnessPal, you can set it for how many calories that you need to stay within. For this is for people, period, but more so for bariatric patients. If you set on, you can put it like from what I understand, bariatric patients are supposed to stay under 1,200 calories a day. I set mine to stay under 1,200 calories a day. All you have to do when you sit down, you put in everything you ate for that day, and it'll tell you how many calories you consumed in that day. If you go over the calories, then you know not to do that again. If you don't go over the calories, then it'll ask you about your exercising habits, how much you exercise that particular day, and it'll tell you that if you keep it up for that day, you can lose this amount of weight in such and such amount of days. So it might be something that you might want to look into. I like it. The only thing is, I forget sometimes if I'm on a run, I forget to put in what I ate for that particular day. And, if you miss it, then, you miss it. So you just got to be consistent with it. And it helps. Dog. Move, Ginger. I'm sorry. I have a dog and she just stay underneath my feet. That her name is Ginger, and then I have another one, Daisy. Daisy is a Jack Russell Terrier. Ginger is a Schnauzer. And Ginger is 13 years old, and she just stays under my feet. Whereas though Daisy is hyper. But anyway, that's totally neither here nor there. But the MyFitnessPal, it definitely works. If you use it, it works. It helps you stay in your calorie limit. It tells you how many calories whatever you've eaten that day has in it. And it'll also let you know that, okay, well, you ate this, and this today. You have this many calories that you need to eat. Or you have gone over your calories. You don't need to eat anything else for the rest of the day. So even though you should not eat at all for the day, you're supposed to eat at least 5 small meals a day. 3 squares a day and maybe 2 snacks. You're supposed to eat that a day. So if you write in MyFitnessPal what you have eaten, you'll know that you have either gone over your calories for the day, or that you haven't ingested enough calories for the day. So even if you don't go over your calories for the day, not having enough calories for the day will make you sick too. For those of you who are like me, I had to come to the realization that I have to eat in the morning. You may not be hungry. You may just not be a morning person, but if you eat in the morning, it jumpstarts your metabolism so that you can have energy throughout the day. A lot of people say, well, I don't have time to eat in the morning. Even if you just grab a piece of fruit, a cup of yogurt, I'm busy all the time. It's one of the reasons why it took me so long to get to you guys. But I'm busy all the time. And what I have to do, like, perfect example, this morning, I had a class this morning, but I had to make a stop in another part of the campus early this morning, so I had to be in school by 8 o'clock this morning. My class doesn't start until 9, but I had to be on the campus by 8 o'clock because I had something else I had to do, which means I left my house at 7 o'clock this morning. And because I left my house at 7 o'clock this morning, I did not have time to eat anything. So what I did, I made a small thing of oatmeal, one of the little oatmeal packs. You know, my children like the flavor oatmeal. It was bananas and cream oatmeal. You put a little Splenda in it and a little light margarine in it, and I walked out the door with it in my hand, in a bowl, and a spoon. And as I was driving, I was sitting at the light eating out the bowl, and so I could have some kind of metabolism. So I could have some kind of energy for the day, which enabled me to go to the gym after my 9 o'clock class. So my class let out at 10 o'clock. So I went to the gym. I got to the gym about 10:30, and I stayed there until about 11:45, quarter to 12, and then I came home. So with that, that worked out for me. I haven't eaten anything as of yet, but I'm not hungry right now. But I am going to go and eat something because I know that my body needs to eat something. So I'm going to eat something small. I'm probably going to eat maybe like a half a sandwich and maybe a half a cup of soup or something. And that'll be my lunch for the day. For dinner tonight, I decided to make some chicken tenders because I have 2 children and my husband. So I decided to make some chicken tenders. I have stopped eating fried food. I don't eat anything fried, anything ever. I cook in olive oil. If I have to saute something, I'll saute it in olive oil. If I have to, I have a grill that my mother-in-law bought me for Christmas. She it's a one of them, not a George Foreman grill, but I call it a George Foreman grill. And I'll grill my chicken tenders, and I'll put them, which is what I'm gonna do tonight. I'll put them on there, and I have the olive oil spray. I spray it on there, and I grill my chicken tenders, and it come out nice and tender. I made some fresh collard greens on Sunday, so we'll probably eat that. That's what my husband and I are going to eat. Now, my children, they'll probably eat some rice along with those collard greens, and that'll be that for them. So that'll be my dinner for this evening, just the collard greens and the grilled chicken tender. I'll eat maybe 1.5 chicken tenders, and I'll eat maybe 2 ounces or maybe 2.5 ounces of collard greens. That'll be my dinner for this evening. So I usually fix my dinner around maybe between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. I try not to eat after 7 p.m. If anything, I try to drink something. If I get hungry, I'll eat a piece of fruit, or I'll eat a yogurt, or a sugar-free chocolate pudding, or something like that. This is what I have decided to do with myself before surgery, because they told me I could not gain any more weight before surgery. And the reason for that is for the liver. Because just like with the sleeve, I'm quite sure they've told you that if you gain too much weight before surgery, then when the doctor goes to move the liver so that he can do whatever he needs to do up in there, the liver is going to be too big. And if the liver is too big, then they can't do anything. So that's why you don't want to gain any weight before surgery. Some people need to lose weight before surgery. He told me that I didn't have to lose any extra weight before surgery, but just not to gain any more. So I guess I'm rambling on. It's going on 28 minutes now. So I'm going to stop here. If there's anything I can do or say to help anybody, if you have any questions, a lot of you have hit me up on Facebook, and that's a good thing, because Facebook is easier for me to get back to you because it goes right to my phone. However, if you still hit me up on YouTube, I will get to you. I may not get to you right away, but it comes to my phone. And if I'm not busy or if I'm not doing something, I will text you right back, and I will respond to if it's anything you want to know. Anything. as far as the bariatric surgery is concerned, as far as relationship between me and my husband, as regard to bariatric surgery, anything, I will gladly tell you, because I wish somebody could have been as in depth and as truthful as I'm trying to be with you guys. I want you guys to know that, again, this is a lifestyle change. I cannot stress to you, if you do not change your eating habits, if you cut corners, if you do not change the way you see yourself and your weight, for real, it's no point in doing this, because it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. I have to stress that for you guys, because if I don't stress that for you, then I'll be a hypocrite, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, this was easy. I lost this amount of weight. I lost that amount of weight, so and so and so. Then drop off the face of the earth and not let you know what's really going on as far as my weight loss is concerned. I think that's hypocritical for people to get on here and say, oh, this was easy. Oh, I look good this, I look good that. But then you see them say maybe they come back 2 or 3 years later and they have gained weight. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that they cut corners, and because they cut corners, they're right back in the same situation that I'm in. They're not going to do that. And I think that's rude. I think that is so inappropriate. I think it is a lie. And I'm trying to be as truthful and honest with you guys as possible. You know, I struggle. It was a struggle. It's not easy, but you have to be determined to do what you need to do. It's not. It is so not easy. It's not. It's not easy at all. You have to be. You have to understand. You will be on a diet for the rest of your life. You can call it a weight loss program. You can call it whatever you want, but you're going to have to watch what you eat for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's possible. You can lose 200 pounds, you know, in a year. You can lose what? 100 pounds in 90 days. And I know it's possible, because I sat there and watched my girlfriend do it. She did it. My girlfriend, I told you, was 411 pounds. She did it. You know, that thing is now a size 14. It's going on 2 years and she's a size 14. I watched her do it. However, exercise and you taking your vitamins every day, you being so careful what you eat, you have to watch. I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you go. A lot of people have the misconception that a perfect example. I drink these right here. These are, let me see if I can show this to you. It's the Ocean Spray Diet Sparkling Pomegranate. Okay. I drink these because it's a substitute for soda for me. I like soda. I like the little tingle in the back of your throat, like sparkling water. You know, I love it. The ice, I was drinking the ice drinks at one point in time. The sparkling, it's just water. It's not soda. It was water. This has, on the back of it, it has, if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it or not, but on the back of it, it tells you your nutrition facts. It has I believe that's 10 calories. It has 3 carbohydrates and 3 grams of sugar. It has no protein, but that's what it is. This is what I drink. Now, what people need to realize is you have to know how to read your nutrition facts on the back of the can. Okay, it tells you you have to look at your serving size per container. It says servings per container is 1. So this is 8.4 fluid ounces. Okay, your serving size is how many servings you get out of one container. This serving size tells you that it's one serving size, so that means this is only enough for one person. Okay, you have to look at the calories. The calories are per serving size. So say for instance, if you look at your servings per container and it says 2 servings per container, which means 2 people can drink this. Okay, and it says it's 10 calories. The 10 calories is not per can, is 10 calories per serving. So if it says the serving size is 2, then the calorie is 20 calories and not 10, because it's 10 calories per serving. And if it's 2 servings in this one can, then that means instead of it being 10 calories, it is 20 calories, which means further down when it says total carbohydrates, That's not total carbohydrates per can. It's total carbohydrates per serving. So if it's 3 carbohydrates per serving, then that means if it's 2 servings in this 1 can, then it's 6 carbohydrates per can. Okay, so you have to look at that. I mean, it's like a catch 22, or even you can say they try and trick you or whatever, and it's true, because they could just easily put on here for two people to drink out this can. It's per person. You know what I mean? They could tell you per person, but they don't. They tell you per serving. So I guess you just got to figure it out and look at it. So if you're drinking fruit juice, and the fruit juice has, say for instance, like grapefruit juice. I like grapefruit juice, but I can't drink it because it has 36 grams of sugar in it. Okay, the even 100% grapefruit juice has 36 grams of sugar in it. It has 220 calories. It has and it's what, and the serving amount is 6 servings out of a thing of cranberry juice. So if it's 6 servings out of a thing of cranberry juice, every time you drink, if the serving is 8 ounces, it's 8 ounces a serving. So that means that every serving that you have, you drinking 220 calories. So if you drink 2 glasses in one day of grapefruit juice, then you drinking that's 220 calories. You're drinking 440 calories. You understand what I'm saying? That's in one day. So you have to really look at those things. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go because it's 35 minutes, and I don't even know if YouTube is gonna let me post this like this, but I'm gonna try. If not, then it'll be in 2 separate videos. But just something to think about. Again, you can hit me up on Facebook. I am Lady Sasha on Facebook. I don't do obesityhelp.com too much anymore. So I might go in there and look at it every now and again, but I don't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You can hit me up on Instagram, Forever Lady Sasha, the number 4 EVERLADYSASHA. That's me on Instagram. You can hit me up again on YouTube if you want. And I will gladly talk to you. Any question that you that you want to ask me, as far as my journey is concerned, as far as my husband's journey is concerned, or just any questions about what I had to go through, I will respond to you. Facebook is probably better because I'll get to you faster. If if you send me an instant message, I will gladly friend you. I just do not talk about my journey directly on my page, but if you send me an instant message, or if you inbox me, I will definitely hit you back. So I'm gonna go, and I will definitely hit you guys back, probably in the hospital. My surgery is June the 9th, so I have to be in the hospital. I'm sorry, April 9th. I'm sorry, April 9th, 2013. So I will more than likely take my computer with me when I go in the hospital, just like I did before. And I will make a video before I go in for surgery. I will make a video when I come out of surgery. And I will just keep you updated. And I will stay in contact with you as far as my weight loss is concerned. And for those of you who are about to have surgery, good luck on your journeys. And if there's anything I can do to help anybody, please hit me up. Y'all be blessed, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.